here. Hang on, it's gonna be a weird angle of me. Tilt it up. There we go. I gotta put you guys down here because when I had it up there, it got overheated. Because it is really hot in California right now. I have my AC on to the max. So hopefully that helps me. Okay. So I just picked up hubby's wedding gift. Not what I expected, but honestly, I'm not gonna complain. It's pretty cool. I also picked up a gift from Harley Baby's husband as well, which was really sweet. So now I am headed to the bank because I got to open up a new savings account for the wedding. Hopefully my phone doesn't overheat down there because it's technically in like a shady spot. It was so cool seeing Sora again. I gave her little anti-lovey scratchies, which she loved to death. Hopefully there's not much traffic on the other side of the freeway. So why I'm opening up this account? So initially we had gotten a safe because while we were in COVID and we were getting the unemployment stuff, there was a good influx of money coming our way, and we wanted to put some of that aside initially to get an apartment. So we put the money aside in a safe, which I'm the only one that knows the code to it. Hubby did not want to know the code to it because if he knew the code to it, he was worried he would go in and take money out, which I kind of appreciated that he didn't do that. And I stashed the key somewhere where he couldn't find it because we have a backup key just in case something goes wrong. So while this money was just sitting in the safe, we were pretty good about just putting money in, watching it grow. I would mark down how much we would put in, and after a while it did start to deplenish a little. It started to get smaller a little bit, and we weren't really good at replenishing the money, and we ended up stop putting money into the safe because there was at one point where we were further ahead than farther ahead than we ever expected to be. So with that, hubby said, let's just take a couple weeks off to give ourselves some spending money, and then we'll start putting money away again. Well, that few weeks turned out to be we never put money in there again. So to make it easier on us and to kind of make sure that we end up putting money away now, what we are doing is I'm opening up a savings account, and we are going to be just transferring money into that account whenever we have some spare cash, and that way it'll gain interest over time, and we'll be able to make a bit more money, or have more money in that account, which in my opinion is a lot easier than having to go to the bank, pull out money, and put the money in a safe. So now that safe is just going to be used for important documents and stuff like that, which is probably for the best anyway. Oh, green light. So now it's time to go to the bank, which the reason why this was my first stop is because my next stops are again all along the way back to home. So we got to go to the bank, and then I think that's the last trip I need to make. I was going to go to the car wash, but I still haven't cleaned out my car, which is something I really need to do. So yeah, while I was doing the live, before I was able to, peace out, my phone overheated, and the temperature warning turned my phone off until I was able to until it was cool enough to turn back on again, which I'm like, well, this is an issue if I need to tell them that I'm there at the house, which I ended up knocking on the door anyway, so whatever. But the gift is really cool. It's in my trunk right now, same with the gift that I got from Harley Baby and her husband as well. And it's so cute. It's this little Pinocchio blanket, and it's got the cute little Pinocchio patches, and I'm happy. I got Pinocchio blanket. I love Pinocchio. Oh, dang. If anyone's wanting to go south, forget it. You ain't going south. The ramp's closed. I really don't know what to say anymore. I think I said everything I needed to when I was coming over here. Well, let's see what happens on the road. That might make for some good commentary. So the ramp's closed to get up that way. There's obviously still cars going, so they're probably just working on the ramp. But thankfully, I don't need to take that entrance. I need to take this entrance. It is hot today. Didn't even check to see how hot it was today. Louise said it felt like it was like 90 degrees. Ew. Whee! And again, whee! Oh boy. Okay, it doesn't look like there's... I spoke too soon. I see the traffic. I was like, oh, there's not much traffic, and I look further ahead and there's traffic. Doesn't look bad though. Looks like it could be worse. Because like it's clear back here. There's like hardly any cars on the freeway. And then you get to further up there and there's cars. There's lots of cars. I don't want to leave my air-conditioned car. I just can't wait to get home, put away laundry, clean out my car. And then hopefully on my next day off, I'll go get my car washed. Which my next day off won't be till Saturday. Dang. I think the car wash is open on Saturdays. It's limited hours, but I think it's open. Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be traffic here, but I'm actually going at a pretty good speed. I don't think it's going to be too bad. Maybe getting onto the next freeway is going to be pretty bad, because the next freeway, there is usually always traffic on that freeway, no matter which way you're going. As I was visiting Harley Baby's house, she said, I was looking around like the environments on your life, and I knew exactly where you were. Well, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I had to plug in my phone because battery was getting low. Probably have to plug in when I get home too. So the third freeway, there's not much of a stretch to get to the next freeway. But the second freeway I have to take, whether it's there or back, is the longest stretch I have to take. But I actually need to moich. That sprinkler's broken. There was a sprinkler, it just kind of looked like a trickling waterfall. My puppy's probably going to end up smelling all the other puppies on me. And, well, the one puppy that jumped on me and then the one kitty that I was scratching, he's going to be like, what foreign species did you pet while you were away? Merge, because I know I need to be in this lane. Okay, relatively clear freeway on this end. Let's see how it goes on the next one. Hopefully it's not too bad. And I'm still doing good for gas. I need to fill up for probably another week and a half, maybe. Less than that, probably. I'll see where it's at on Wednesday. I might need to fill up on Friday or Saturday. Because typically if I'm at a full tank, it takes a little over a week for it to go down. But if I'm at the half a tank point, then it's like the next 5 days. And then you gotta get gas. Which thankfully I only fill up twice a month, maybe 3 times, depending on how much I end up driving. But it's great because with how gas prices are, I'm not spending much of an arm and a leg. I'm going to be spending like half an arm and half a leg on gas. Also depends on what the paycheck looks like for that week. And can this guy step on his goddamn gas pedal? Can I moige? Okay, good. You and me swap places, buddy. And thus the long stretch to the next freeway. Doesn't seem too bad. You kind of clear roads-ish. There's cars, but I mean, like, it's not totally empty, but it's not totally packed. Except one guy's not using his anchor. That could cause an accident. Remember, children, always use your blinkers. Don't do school and stay in trucks. Nah, don't do that. Always use your blinker. Why are we braking, my friends? Is there anything in front of you? Good God. I am an angry driver. Anyone will tell you I am an angry driver. Every time I get behind the wheel, my fiance's like, am I going to come home alive this time? Yes, you will go home alive. Every time. As soon as I see Knott's Berry Farm, I know I'm almost to where I need to be. Oy, wedding planning. I hate every minute of it. The venue I had initially chosen, we got prices for it, like price quotes for it. Not exactly within our price range. But we looked at one other location, which, when looking at it, the starting price was actually reasonable. And I think as you add on to it, obviously the price is gonna get a little bit higher. But I think they also do receptions at the same area, so we'll kill two birds with one stone. We won't have to, pay for two places. Plus, it lets in a decent amount of people, so it's not like we won't be able to get most of our friends and family in, which was just part of it. The one thing I'm glad I have all planned out is my outfit. I already have my dress, I have my veil, I got my shoes, I got my garters, I got my bouquets. I don't have my jewelry yet though, because I know the old saying, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. The something new is always the dress, because it's brand new, you purchase it for the wedding. My something old, I'm gonna wear my sovereign, because I usually wear it every day anyways, and it was my great grandmother's. This thing was made in 1914. This is my something old. Something new, something old, something new, something borrowed. I got two offers for something borrowed. Mom offered me, I don't think it was an engagement ring, because rings my size do not happen often. But I think she offered a necklace or a bracelet for me for my something borrowed. And then my aunt on my dad's side offered me a pair of earrings. So I may do both just because I have the option to. So I'll probably do my something borrowed from both sides of the family. My something blue is something I'll just have to figure out. Most people say it's the garter because it's not visible, but my garter colors are black and pink. So, I'll figure it out. I'll probably get like a piece of blue jewelry or something. Like, I don't know. I'll probably find like a pair of blue earrings or a blue necklace or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But at least I got my old and my new. I don't have my borrowed or blue. I remember this episode of The Simpsons where Lisa is getting her future read by a psychic, and the psychic says she's going to marry this handsome British guy she met at college, and she was going through her list of something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, and her something new was the dress, something old was her pearls, the something borrowed was a brooch from her fiance's mother, but she couldn't find her something blue. So Marge cut a piece of her hair, and I think she wrapped it around, I think she had to put it in Lisa's hair. She wrapped it around her dress or something, so that was her something blue, and it was so sweet. I was like, oh, crying. I can't wait for because hubby and I have a bunch of series we need to catch up on, and once we're all caught up, what we're going to do is we're going to binge watch the entire Simpsons series and see how long it takes us to get through all 34 seasons. Right now I think there's 33 on Disney Plus, and I think 34 is not going to arrive until later this year. So however many seasons are on Disney Plus is what we'll watch, and then we'll just see how long it takes us, because we're dying to see how long it would actually take us. 25 season for me for South Park only took me a few weeks, which kind of amazes me, because each episode is about a half hour, other than the COVID special, which was about 45 minutes. I don't know, we'll see how long it takes, but I'm excited to start that little marathon, the Simpsons marathon, because a couple of my favorite episodes are in the earlier seasons. One of my all-time favorite episode is And Maggie Makes Three. because they were talking about, like, they were like going through photo albums, and I think either Bart or Lisa asks, I think it was Lisa, how come there's no pictures of Maggie? And it goes into this whole story about how once Lisa was born, it was just the two of them, and Homer had paid off his mortgage on the house, so he quit the power plant job, and then he got his dream job at a bowling alley because he figured now he could afford to work there because he didn't have to pay off his mortgage anymore, blah, blah, blah. He had 2 kids, and there was no need to really stay at a job that he hated just to earn some extra money. So he started working at a bowling alley, and lo and behold, Marge finds out that she's pregnant with baby number 3, and she's having a hard time trying to tell Homer, but she says, like, one of her sisters, it was Patty or someone, says, I'm surprised he hasn't figured it out yet, because she's already starting to show, people are congratulating him, and, you know, she had the morning sickness, blah, blah, blah. So as she's going along, there was a baby shower, a surprise baby shower that was planned, and she was worried that Homer would come home and find out. But again, Homer is so stupid and oblivious that when he comes home, it was Maude that said, oh, hey, congratulations on the new job at the bowling alley. And Homer goes, new job. Marge is pregnant! So he had to go back to his job at the nuclear power plant. But Burns said, if you're here forever. So Smithers put up a plaque that says, don't forget, you're here forever. So then Lisa asks, so what about the pictures of Maggie? And Homer says, I put them where I need them most, which is at the power plant at his desk. And instead of it saying, don't forget you're here forever, he covered it up to where it said, do it for her. And it's all these pictures of Maggie. And I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this. It's all these pictures of Maggie, and, you know, it's the cutest thing. One of my other favorites is Lisa's First Word, I think is what the title of it was. It was a story about Lisa's first word, because they're trying to get Maggie to talk, and of course she's not talking. So Bart asks, well, what was my first word? And there's like a little flashback, and Bart catches Homer and Marge snuggling, and you just hear, ay caramba. So that was Bart's first word, but then there's a whole story with Lisa's first word. And they start with how Bart wasn't very happy that he was going to get a little brother or sister, and he was doing everything he could to sabotage the baby, blah, blah, blah. So after all that, he comes in, he starts threatening Lisa, and Lisa, little baby Lisa, just goes, Bart! And he's like, wait, what'd you just say? And she goes, Bart, Bart! So he brings Lisa down, and he goes, Mom, Dad, listen to this. And she goes, Bart, Bart. And, you know, Marge goes, well, I'm not surprised you're her first word. She's crazy about you. So then at the very end, Homer puts Maggie to bed, and he looks at her and he goes, I hope you never say a word. So he closes the door, she takes the pasty out of her mouth, and she goes, Daddy, and just sticks it back in and falls asleep. And I'm over here just dead on my bed crying, because that was just the cutest shit ever. Oh my god. There have been some episodes where Maggie actually talks and she just kind of gives up, or no one really listens to her. As I've been talking, I just realized how close I am to actually my final freeway exit, which is perfect, because as soon as I hop onto that exit, I just exit off at the next 2 exits, do what I need to do, and then home is just a 15-minute drive away. And then I got more shit to do. Good God. I hope I can carry that box inside. If not, I'm just gonna wait till Louise gets home tonight and be like, hey, help me carry a box in. I can't carry it. Well, I'll hopefully be able to carry it. We'll see. Maybe. So Harley Baby and I are going to start a new workout routine. Stupid excited for that, especially because I need to get in shape for the wedding. I want my thick thighs still, I want my thick booty, but I also want to be trim and looking good in my wedding dress. We'll see how well that goes, especially because if I have motivation from her, oh, I'll definitely win this bet between Luis and I. Especially because he started his workouts, I'm like, oh no. He's a bit more fit than I am, and with his body type, it'll be easier for him to get the muscle that he's looking for, and because of my body type, I have to put in a little bit more effort. So I'm over here like, okay, we gotta push this, we gotta work out, we gotta eat better, we gotta diet, we gotta do this. So fingers crossed that I get to where I need to be, and hopefully I win this bet, because if not, I gotta save up $1,000 for a shopping spree. He already told me where he wants to go. He goes, we're gonna go to Frank and Sons. I'm like, all right, which means we gotta request a day off to go, because that shop is only open on very, very specific days, and it's always like super fucking busy. So that's gonna be fun. Yay. My exit is very soon. Very, very soon. I think for some reason the one thing I'm really looking forward to, like there's a couple of things I'm really looking forward to with the wedding. But like one of the things I'm like seriously looking forward to for the wedding is our playlist that we're gonna be doing. Because we're gonna have, I obviously know the songs for the daddy-daughter dance, well, the one song for the daddy-daughter dance, the song that Luis and I are gonna dance to, and then there's just kind of the rest of the playlist, which I told my cousins that they could add one song of their choice to the playlist, because on Mother's Day last month, they introduced us to this country singer. And I hate country music. Those of you who know me know I hate country music. The one country artist I now listen to, his name is Wheeler Walker Jr. He does not make traditional country music. He makes raunchy country music. And I told them you can pick one song to put in that playlist. And I know it's going to give most of my relatives a heart attack. Will it be funny? Hell yeah. Will it be worth it? You damn well know it. Well, am I going to get a talking to? Probably. Do I care? No, because it's going to be funny as shit. I think I know which song they're gonna play. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's oh shit, what's the name of the song? She's a country bitch or something like that. I gotta find the name of it, but it's basically, if you guys have been on the internet, I'm sure most of you have heard of the Assumption song. It's basically a country song of the Assumption song, and it's really, really funny. Which I know that's the one that they're most likely going to choose. And then Luis looked at me and he goes, Mandy, can I please put one heavy metal song my friends and I can mosh to? I said, one. One moshing song. So he already knows which one he's going to put on. So he's already got his one mosh song ready to go. And the rest of it is just whatever the fuck we want playing. But I know there's going to be like a plethora of music for the night. We're going to have anywhere from like 50s to 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early noughties, the 2010s, all that good stuff. We already know what we're doing. And then obviously I'm really looking forward to the vows, because we're going to be doing our own vows, which we've chosen the vows from Corpse Bride to do, and I'm excited to see everyone's reaction to that, because it's not really traditional, but I'm not a traditional person. This whole wedding is literally Tim Burton themed, and no one could stop me. It's my wedding. And literally when my mom said, well, who's paying for the wedding? I looked at her, I was like, well, who's walking down the aisle? And she goes, we'll talk about this when I'm more sober. I said, no, because you don't have an argument. It's my wedding. So they all kind of caved in and they were like, all right, fine, you know, your wedding, you can do whatever you want. I'm like, damn right, I can do whatever I want. Okay, so I'm at my exit. I missed the light. Fuck. All right, well, let's see. This area is usually pretty busy, so I may not take the chance. We'll see. Because I need to be in a specific lane. Actually, I might be able to after this car. Nope. Won't be able to. How about after this car? Yeah. After this car. Yay! Whee! Okay. Well, I am not catching another light. Made it. It was yellow, and I'm like, nope, I can make it. We're gonna make it, and I made it. But yeah, we're doing our own vows. And then I'm hoping that the person that we got to marry us is still available around this time. Because of personal reasons, she's staying home, and I hope that it doesn't affect the wedding. Because if it does, it doesn't matter. I would rather her take care of herself before she does anything else. Like, I know she told us she would, but if she's still having, like, the issues that she's having, I'd rather she take care of herself. We can always find somebody else. We can always ask the guy who married my aunt and my uncle to marry us if he's still doing it. If not, we'll find somebody. It's not that big of a deal. But, yep, just excited to be married. I'm excited to get married. Oh, my God. It's crazy how time flies, because I remember, okay, we're in June, so that was, let's see, May, April, March, February, January, December, November. 8 months ago. I've been engaged for 8 months. Good God. Well, I got engaged 8 months ago. So, I mean, I've been engaged for almost a year. I feel like it just happened yesterday. I feel like we just went on vacation to Florida, and I was just putting pieces together. I remember the look of fear on my fiance's face when I asked to do Haunted Mansion first. Oh my God. I still love watching the video. It still makes me smile, still gives me butterflies. There will be occasions where, like, I'm in a really lovey-dovey mood, and he and I are just laying in bed, and I'll say, like, hey, can you tell me again what you said when you proposed? And he'll tell me, and it just makes me so happy. And then, of course, the look of the retarded clapping seal as he's trying to signal Harley Baby's husband to throw the ring. Oh, that will never get old. That specific video will live on. That specific part of the video will live on in infamy, because not only do we have Mr. HDMI, we now have Mr. Retarded Clapping Seal. Oh, dear God. Alright, let's park, because I got shit to do. Alright, I'm gonna say peace, because I gotta go do some adult stuff. Yay. I'll see you guys when we go home.